Have you ever felt like you're falling behind in life? Maybe you opened social media and saw someone your age getting a scholarship, starting a business, traveling the world, or achieving something impressive. And for a moment, a question quietly appeared in your mind. What am I doing with my life? It's a question that many people ask themselves, regardless of age, background, or experience. But today, I'd like to explore a different question. What if the feeling of falling behind isn't caused by your life itself? What if it's caused by the way you're comparing your life to someone else's? Welcome to the podcast. Let's take a closer look. Imagine two people starting a journey. One person wants to become a doctor, the other wants to become an artist. Both are hardworking, both are dedicated. After 5 years, the artist is already earning money from their work, while the medical student is still studying. If the medical student compares their progress to the artist's, they might feel behind. But are they really behind? Not necessarily, they're simply on different paths. And yet, this is something we often forget. We compare our chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 10. We compare our beginning to someone else's middle. We compare our struggles to another person's achievements. And because of that, we sometimes create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. The strange thing is that comparison is a natural part of being human. For thousands of years, comparison helped people survive. It allowed us to learn from others. It helped us understand our place within a group. In many ways, comparison itself is not the problem. The problem begins when comparison stops being a tool for learning and becomes a measure of self-worth. When that happens, every success of another person feels like evidence of our own failure, and that's a dangerous way to see the world. Let's think about social media for a moment. Most people understand that social media shows only a small part of reality, yet even when we know this, we are still affected by it. Why? Because our brains naturally focus on visible outcomes. We see the graduation photo. We don't see the years of stress behind it. We see the promotion announcement. We don't see the late nights, the sacrifices, or the mistakes. We see the successful business. We don't see the failed attempts that came before. In other words, we often compare our full story to someone else's highlight reel. And that's not a fair comparison. Consider this. If you took the most difficult moments of your life and compared them to the best moments of someone else's life, how would you feel? Probably inadequate. But the comparison itself would be flawed. Every person has struggles that remain invisible. Every person has fears, doubts, and uncertainties. Some are simply better at hiding them. There is a quote often attributed to various thinkers throughout history. Do not compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Whether or not the quote is perfectly accurate isn't important. The idea behind it is worth considering, because there will always be someone ahead of you in some area of life. Someone richer, someone smarter, someone more talented, someone more experienced. If your happiness depends on being better than everyone else, you'll spend your entire life chasing a finish line that keeps moving. And even if you reach it, the satisfaction may not last. Psychologists sometimes refer to this as adaptation. Human beings quickly become accustomed to improvements in their circumstances. The thing that once felt extraordinary becomes normal. The achievement that once felt exciting becomes expected. And then we begin looking for the next thing, the next milestone, the next comparison, the next reason to feel incomplete. This cycle can continue for years, perhaps even for a lifetime. So what can we do instead? One possibility is to redefine progress. Instead of asking, "Am I doing better than other people?" we can ask, "Am I becoming a better version of myself?" The first question depends on factors we often can't control. The second question focuses on something much more personal. Maybe you're learning a new skill. Maybe you're becoming more disciplined. Maybe you're handling challenges better than you did a year ago. Those improvements may not attract attention online. They may not receive likes or applause, but they are real and they matter. In fact, some of the most important growth in life is invisible. Confidence grows quietly. Wisdom grows quietly. Character grows quietly. Patience grows quietly. These qualities often develop long before the world notices any external success. Think about a tree. For years, much of its development happens beneath the surface. Its roots grow deeper before its height becomes impressive. Human growth can be similar. Sometimes we spend years building foundations that nobody sees, and during those years it can feel as though nothing is happening. But that doesn't mean we're standing still. There is also another side to this conversation. Comparison isn't always harmful. Sometimes it can inspire us. Seeing another person's achievement can motivate us to improve. Learning from successful people can be valuable. The key difference lies in our mindset. Do we look at others and think, I'll never be enough? Or do we think, what can I learn from them? One mindset creates discouragement, the other creates growth. The same situation can lead to completely different outcomes. As we come to the end of today's episode, I'd like to leave you with a simple thought. Life is not a race with a single finish line. People start from different places, they face different challenges, they pursue different goals, and they move at different speeds. Some people find their direction early, others take longer. Some achieve success in their 20s, others discover their purpose much later. Neither path is automatically better. The question is not whether you're ahead of someone else. The question is whether you're moving in a direction that matters to you. So the next time you feel like you're falling behind, pause for a moment and ask yourself, compared to whom? And more importantly, who would you become if you stopped measuring your worth against other people's lives? Thank you for listening. And until next time, take care of yourself, keep learning, and keep thinking.